Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one. So today it's finally happening, but before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details. So, this printer showed up intact and ready to go, and it's been a pretty straightforward ride so far. I came from a 14-year-old HP, all-in-one that hated toner costs and kept interrupting itself with a random self-calibration cycle even when it was supposed to be sleeping. The shift to this printer felt like a breath of fresh air there, mostly because it isn't locked into a subscription model and it's easier to source toner from various places. Setup was largely painless. I used a wired Ethernet connection and skipped Wi-Fi entirely. The built-in web server makes configuration simple, and once you get past a tiny hurdle, the default password hiding on a back sticker, the rest falls into place. The printer arrived with no damage, and swapping in the toner cartridges was quick. The first print quality impressed me. Colors look solid and the toner seems to last fairly long. In my use case, color printing manuscripts to read on paper, the results are very satisfying, and the device is noticeably quieter than the old HP. One thing that stood out is the print and wake behavior. It goes into sleep smoothly and wakes up quickly when a job comes in. I've also managed to set up a scan to network folder, which is a welcome time saver. I don't have a fax line to test that part, so I can't speak to it, but the basic scanning workflows that matter to me work well. As for speed, the prints come out fast enough for my needs, and the wireless printing from a phone works, though large files around 20 megabytes can take a moment to spit out. I did run into a few caveats worth mentioning. The model feels very new, and there's a real temptation to tinker with firmware updates. I ended up disabling all firmware updates and cut off the printer's access to the internet to avoid any unexpected subscription behavior and to keep things stable with older firmware I know works for me. That's a personal decision, but it's how I chose to proceed given the shifting landscape around printer firmware and services. Duplex scanning is a mixed bag. I can do duplex copies, but duplex scanning to a network folder or from software doesn't seem to work yet. Not a deal breaker for me, since the other features cover most of my needs, but it's worth knowing if you rely on duplex scans. The refill story is a big part of this whole setup. I buy refills from Ink Owl and have saved a substantial amount compared to buying new cartridges. It does demand care. Refilling can be messy. You want gloves and a shield, and I keep the area clean to avoid staining things. The initial Brother cartridge is a solid container with gears and rollers. It feels well made, not disposable. All told, for under $500, this printer feels like a strong value with room to improve via future software updates. It's fast, capable, and well integrated with Windows, Mac, and Linux. If you want a color laser, multi-function that you can refill and maintain without being locked into a subscription, this printer is worth a look. I'll post a follow-up after I've had more time to test jams, long-term supplies, and any other quirks that pop up. Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you in the next video.